Welcome to Scofield Farm. Today it is raining. It's not the best weather, but we are going out to harvest what is left in our garden because I have a suspicion that we're going to get frost overnight. We've been slowly picking the stuff that is frost tender over the last several days because we've had so much rain, and I've had a lot of green tomatoes split. Some of those are molding inside, but we're going to finish up and just get all of the unripe cherry tomatoes, peppers, tomatillos, any tomatoes we missed, my loofah, a couple winter squash. So I'm just having you join us while we do this. We also have been doing a lot of preserving inside. I want to show you some of that. I am taking these Roselle hibiscus calyx, and I am taking the seed pod in the center out, putting them on the dehydrator, and I will dry these out, and then I will use them to make a drink that my husband grew up with in Guatemala called Rosa de Jamaica. But it has been pretty crazy over here trying to just get things done in the little bits of time we have that I have not made a lot of videos, but I have been out working in the garden and doing a lot of homestead preserving, using different produce that we have picked inside. We had to buy this tool from Joann's to protect our lettuce from birds, and so far it's been really effective. I didn't know if it was slugs or birds or critters that were eating our cabbage and our lettuce and different stuff that we lost. Turns out it was birds, because these are fine and the other things weren't. Yeah, it'll probably ripen. You can go ahead and put that one in a cup. All right, we have tomatoes in here that we missed. I knew this was going to happen. Unfortunately, some of them are a bit split from so much rain, but something that's interesting is our loofah grew into our tomatoes. So this is not quite ready of a loofah. I have a video I'll link in the description. I learned last year how to process green loofah, still get sponges. So even though this isn't dried out, this is going to make wonderful sponges. I'm gonna wrap up in these flowers. And well, we are just running out of sponges. We've used these in the bathroom, shower kind of stuff, and then we've also used them for cleaning, and we've used them for dishes. So it's perfect timing to process these. As I said, I'll link it below. I'll probably remind myself how to do it as well by watching it. I'm really gonna miss these crazy flowers. They really have taken over the path and been a problem for walking and working in the garden, but their beauty I have really enjoyed, and the bees have enjoyed them as well. Okay, we got some more in here. This is where the loofah were supposed to be, even though they decided to go along the tomatoes. Oh, right here. Ooh, I'm gonna get dripped on. Not quite right. Let's see if I can do this. Is a spaghetti squash. I don't know if it'll ripen on the counter, but we could probably use that for something. Oh, they're like camouflage in here. Okay, there we go. Them are pretty kind of weird. So the ones that are more green, these are a little bit harder to process. I will probably put them on a wire shelf for a while and hope that they don't mold. That's what I did last year, is I just let them kind of dry out a little bit more inside. Even though it's super rainy, heat inside of a building is usually dry. This one can be eaten like a zucchini. I have never tried that. Maybe we'll try it this year. I heard it's good, but I don't actually know. All right, this is a good one. Oh, this one's good. This is probably the most dry one I have. Loofah is one of my favorite things I've grown that I have replaced what I buy at the store, because I don't love using those blue sponges that are synthetic. That's what we've used for dishes and cleaning a lot. I like to replace it with something compostable and that we grew. It saved us money. It's better for the environment. And they're kind of fun to have them kind of hanging all over the place in the garden. Another not quite ripe spaghetti squash. I am just wet from the drips here. Okay, I know there's more. I think they might be over here in the tomatoes. So somewhere in here is another loofah. This is a mess. We did not do very good at containing the tomato plants this year. So, oh, it's way, way, way back here. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be so wet. Okay. It's actually a good sized one though. Get this up. Too big. Well, I can't get back over there. Flowers. Now things like celery, this doesn't care about the frost. This is gonna be fine. Totally fine. Things like beans, and this bean plant I planted too late. It flowered but didn't produce. Those, they will die if we have an actual frost. I really am gonna miss this crazy, although in some ways I'm going to be very glad to have my paths back. We didn't get tons of beans this year, but we did get some. So that has been finished being harvested. Oh my goodness, we're just kind of doing a comb over. We did do a lot the other day, so there's not so much that we missed. So we've got like little teeny ones. Is this worth it? Maybe, maybe not. They're little, but some of them are actually changing colors. So this one was a Thai dragon, I believe. We like it for hot sauce. We did pick a bunch yesterday. The kids did. I'm just trying to go through and find what they missed. We did not get as many peppers as last year.
240, right?
Yeah. We did not get as many tomatoes either.
Dad, I need you to.
We did get a lot of cucumbers though. That we did good on. Sometimes it's good to document the mess because once we have frost and I show you how different it looks, it really will be like completely different garden. It is a jungle this year. What a different year. That's beautiful. Whoa, those were hiding. Where were those?
All just laying underneath our neatly pruned.
But hey, if there's any we get, so many things were split from the rain. I'm glad if we get anything at all. Anything extra. Oh my. Asparagus is beautiful, changing colors this season. We'll cut that back after frost. And look at this. And a flower growing in the midst of the muddy water of the wheelbarrow. That kind of sums up what our year's been like. So, one thing that I didn't get done this year yet, this is middle of November. Oh my gosh, my dog's gonna knock me over. Is I usually have all of our fall stuff, fall, winter, planted out. And then I will planted my onions and my garlic. I always say that I plant my onions and garlic the first week of November. This is not the first week of November. So any onions that you see in the garden like these, they're actually from last year. I still have a couple like clamshells of onions to plant. That's fine. I looked, and the week of Thanksgiving we actually have some nicer weather. I might just wait till all this rain and frost that's coming is past and do it then, and that will be better. If you plant like garlic, the little cloves, right before frost, and if it gets cold enough, your ground will actually push them up, like almost like reject them. That happened to me once. All I did is I just pushed them all back in. We don't get cold enough for like the ground to freeze, so it didn't make a difference over the long haul. But I kind of want to wait till the lows are not quite as low. And so it's just going to be a really late planting this year. Week of Thanksgiving this year is the last week in November. I have never, ever planted garlic and onions the last week in November, but I've never had shoulder surgery before. I've never walked with a walker for my back. Lots of things were first this year. This is the year of doing things differently, and that it is okay, and that the garden still produces food. And I just am learning more and more to let go of control and to roll with the punches that life gives. And it is a good thing for me to learn. I think it's been quite a lesson that the garden has taught me. I have been tempted to be anxious about it, to kind of beat myself up for not having things done in the same timeline, the same pacing, but every year's different in weather, right? Like things are different, things ebb and flow and change. And so it's okay for my garden to change too. It's okay. We've got a lot of food, as I've told you. Some things have not been as productive as others, but you saw the loofah. We've got a lot of loofah. We're getting a lot of sponges this year. We had one year that I basically grew just a bunch of vines and got no actual loofah. So I'm happy. I'm happy with how the garden's produced. Am I happy with how it looks? Yeah. I like the flowers. I don't love not being able to walk in the paths, but we'll just do things a little bit different next year. And it's okay. Oh, I think I still see a tomatillo down there. Yeah, I had some of the kids come and look for tomatillos left, and they definitely got some, but they definitely missed some. We actually have a green salsa in the fridge that my daughter made this morning because tomatillos have done best for us this year of any year we've had so far. That's a blessing. Strawberries, they live through the winter. If it has a frost or freeze, the ripe berries, the berry itself will freeze, but the plants are fine. And when we clean up that bed, we'll be able to see the leeks better, and I'll probably plant some other stuff over there. Since I have lettuce left to plant, some greens that I never got in. We have a lot of celery to harvest, so much. I have a really good chicken rice mushroom soup that I put celery in. I should make that again. Yeah, we've done a really good job. So I think that today, even in its messiness, woo, look at that. Lots of unripe cherry tomatoes right there. Yeah, we've been pretty successful. We found things that were missed. We got more food. All right, thanks for your help, you guys.
Like 3 times.
That's pretty good. We got some food. Just giving a look at the garden. It was a year. I've got to process the stuff that was good and bad and hard and fun and the firsts and maybe things I don't want to do again. That's so pretty. These will bloom all winter long. That's one thing I like about calendula. They do better here in the winter than the summer. But the garden's gonna change. Again, we grow food year round. We are in Northern California. So this is gonna look completely different very soon. I think we're gonna put garlic or onions in this bed. We're just gonna fill it up. I don't usually fill it up. I usually do the perimeter. I think we're gonna fill it up. This bed is almost full as it is with celery. We'll put something on the other side. This bed, we already put lettuce on one side. We tried to put beets, but the birds got them, so I might direct sow some beets and just see what happens. But I think we might fill it up with more lettuce. I have a lot of lettuce left. And we're gonna have some beds that might end up empty even, trying to decide on that garlic. I like to grow a lot of garlic, but we will see. We will see. The garden is, seasons are changing. Things are gonna change here. I think I'm ready for a less pressure garden for the next couple months. Thanks for joining me. I need to go inside and finish up homeschool and get ready for the rest of my day. But I love to share this with you. I love having you guys here. Are you done for the season with your garden? Probably most of you have had frost before us. I don't know. Depends on where you live, but it's always so interesting how the whole country, really the whole world, some of you are probably watching from other places. It's so different. I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining me. I love sharing it with you guys. Let's grow food together.